It is Friday, June 4th, and I'm down at the job site at quarter to 10 in the morning after a night of heavy rain. You can see for yourself what the problem is. This is the corner of Harborside and Long Bay, and here is Long Bay, and it's completely flooded. This is the drainage ditch from the retention pond by the dry stack, which feeds into the 16-inch pipe that goes under Long Bay and then comes out into the ditch in front. That is a bridge that the POA apparently put in so they could get a mower over the ditch into the vacant lot to mow it. That's as much as I can figure. But that was here by this white pipe, and that has washed out, and the board that the construction crew had put in has washed out. And here it is. You can see from where the debris is that the ditch completely overflowed all the way over to the street here. So indicates that the water overflowed the driveway here in an attempt to get over the ditch. Now, from the culvert, what the Property Owners Association Architectural Committee did is they specified a 12-inch pipe in this ditch, which made no friggin' sense to me. I would have said put a bridge over it, and I would have been happy to do that. And here, the water goes down this water course, and then down, this goes straight into the intracoastal waterway. But this whole culvert here, which was empty when we bought the lot in 2005, is just all completely clogged up, so it restricts the flow too. So the water would flow faster through here and drain it faster if the POA would maintain this spot and clean it out. Okay, it is Friday, June 18th. I wanted to give you a status report on the drainage problem here. We had the POA crew here yesterday, and they took a backhoe and they have cleaned out the channel from the harbor side. This is about 8 feet away from harbor side. Here's the edge of the road here for perspective. And then the ditch makes a 90-degree turn in front of our lot, lot 2. We still have the blockade of the driveway with the 12-inch culvert, but that will be remedied when they put in our driveway. We're going to try to see how much it's going to cost to put a bridge over it, and failing that, I'm going to put the biggest culvert that possible in there, even so there's a bow over the driveway if possible. But we'll see. We'll find some solution to keep the water flowing through the ditch. Now, on the other side of the culvert here, they've cleared out the ditch and made it a bit deeper, which is great. We'll carry more water. This is a bridge that the POA put in to get the mowers across the ditch, apparently at some point. Now, this is the inlet pipe from over at the retention pond in the Marina, and it gets water there. Let's see here. But in terms of helping the people on Harborside or on Long Bay here, they didn't do anything to this part of the ditch, and this is formerly lot 1 on Harborside. The people in this greenhouse incorporated it into their deed, but this ditch pretty much remains the same. There's rocks and things obstructing it. They didn't trim the weeds, so it still remains a potential problem. Apparently there was a tree here that I didn't even notice before, that it was cut down at some point and the roots chopped off. Let's go take a look in back, see what the situation is there. Okay, here's the ditch looking towards Harborside. They did a really nice job of excavating and creating a channel. But what I discovered was that at the end of the channel here, there is what looks like about a 12 by 12 timber that's covered with some sort of black reinforced plastic drop cloth material. And what that's doing is it's forming a dam which is going to cause standing water in this ditch, which is going to be there until it evaporates. I would think that if they wanted to have some remediation of the stormwater to slow it down, they would want to put some sort of staggered barricade other than something that is just, it acts like another dam, like what happened with my driveway. Now let's look beyond this point and see what we see. Okay, I'm standing beyond the point where the dam is, and you can see that the ground is level with the top of that dam. Now if we come down here and pan towards intracoastal here, what do we see? We see a log that has fallen across the channel at some point, and that is going to again act like a natural barrier, which is going to impede the flow of water when it floods. Now what's the impact of that? Well, any obstruction in a tailwater is going to affect the rate at which the ditch is able to carry the drainage off. So it is, it will create a slowdown and will cause the water all the way back to Long Bay where it floods to rise, which in my opinion is not a good thing. Now what the POA is allowed to do, are they allowed to remove this fallen tree or not and clear some of this obstructions to make a clear channel to the ICW? I don't know. That will need to be investigated. But it's a big improvement, but it's not an optimal solution yet.